question, please.
Okay. My question is, as our MP, how would the candidates work to make society fairer and close the gap between the richest and the poorest?
Okay. Thank you, Catherine. James Baggaley is going to answer that one first.
Thank you for the question, and as I've already mentioned, it's one of the biggest challenges we face. First of all, it's about attitude change. It's about not just saying that we accept that some people don't pay tax. It's about saying that we're not just going to accept that some companies avoid tax. And it's actually about saying, no, these things have to change. We're not going to be held to ransom anymore. We're actually going to make sure that people pay their fair way. Let me give really one clear example. Most of the people in this room will pay inheritance tax. But when the Duke of Westminster passed away and his younger son inherited £28 billion, he didn't pay inheritance tax. It is mad. Our current economic model, as we currently, and our current tax system and the way we are letting people off in terms of paying their fair share is not fair, and it's why we've proposed that we actually make sure that the top 5% in our society pay more so that everyone can be raised up, so that we can get back to a country where there aren't 4 million people, 4 million children living in poverty, and when you don't actually pass people homeless in Newark. That was never something we ever saw. So it's a massive challenge, but it's a challenge that we've committed to. It's about a massive shift in the way we think in government.
Okay, thank you. Okay, we're going to go to Mr. Jenrick on that question.
Well, firstly on tax avoidance, we've closed the tax gap in this country to its lowest ever level. It's considerably lower than it was under the last Labour government, for example. And it isn't correct to say that only the top 5% of people will be paying the bill of Jeremy Corbyn's government. Jeremy Corbyn himself, when he was interviewed the other day, admitted that it would be the vast majority of people. In fact, the bill is something around £2,400 per person in this country. But to answer the question that you put to me, I mean, there are many different things we need to do. One, and which is very dear to my heart, because I've been the beneficiary of education, is to invest in education and to ensure we have the highest possible standards. That's why I've devoted a lot of time to it personally as a Member of Parliament, working with head teachers, with academy trusts, with the government to ensure that we have good quality schools, whether that's the Orchard School being rebuilt, the establishment of the free schools, for example, or working with trusts like this one to ensure that they thrive. And it's also ensuring that people can have a job, because that is the best route out of poverty. And I'm pleased to say that in this area, unemployment is extremely low. It's close to 1%. It's 30% lower than it was in 2010. And these things really matter to people, because that's how you help people out of poverty and build better quality lives.
Thank you. And next to Mr. Henderson, please. Thank you.
So, the Green New Deal, which is what the Green Party manifesto is centred around, is pretty much centred a great deal around that issue. If you are in a situation which has an inherent disadvantage, you will be the first to receive provision. So if you have a disability or if you are poorer, you'll be the one who gets the attention first, so that those who can take care of themselves, they can take care of themselves, and those who are struggling, you will get the help first. We're going to change the tax system. We're going to review the whole thing. We're going to get rid of unnecessary taxes, bring them together. We're going to get rid of loopholes, so those who are able to take advantage of an industry which allows them to move their income around so that it's not taxed fairly, they won't be able to do that anymore. We're going to completely revise the system. If you're not even thinking about voting Green, I would encourage you to look at the Green New Deal, just to consider it for your own worldviews. Just check it against what you currently believe in. It's not going to necessarily persuade you to vote Green, but there's an awful lot of very interesting ideas there which has taken an awful long time to consider, and it's not just Green Party people who put stuff in it, it's people from Labour and the Lib Dems, independent experts, all put into the Green New Deal.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. The Trussell Trust that run food banks emailed me last week, and they said that in Newark, between April and September this year, they had a 21% increase in the number of people taking food parcels. It is an absolute disgrace. That's the reality of Tory Britain. It is a horrible situation. What sort of jobs are these that are being created? They're low-paid, gig economy, no security, 0 hours. That's not a real, proper, safe job. Specific things that I think we can do. Firstly, we can tackle fuel poverty by making sure that houses are properly insulated, that there are fair tariffs for people, that we look at renewables so that people aren't spending a vast amount of their money on energy bills.
Just 10 more seconds.
Yeah, we can look very quickly at rents, and I'm pleased to say that the Institute for Fiscal Studies, the independent think tank, said that of the three main parties, and I apologise, I don't know what their view was of the Greens, but of the three main parties, the Liberal Democrat manifesto was by far the most progressive.
Okay, thank you. Okay, question 8, we have Reverend